Okay, we're off and running for the recording. Good morning again, everybody. This is Monday, February 26, 2024. Thank you very much for being here. Hey, Kevin, how are you? I've got a line drawn here, and I want to thank one of the people in our Facebook group for this. He had the weekly chart up on the SPY. Let's see here. There we go. Weekly chart up on the SPY. I didn't catch it. He had it up there, and I appreciate that very much. But you can see we've got this channel running up here, so I'll put it back on the daily. And we're going to have to get through that channel. There's nothing that says we can't. Good Lord, the market has been fantastic for the bulls here. Now, Friday we closed with certainly not a dark cloud cover, because a dark cloud cover we would have to get below halfway of the previous candle here. We didn't make that, but certainly is a candle we want to pay attention to. The number one thing for the bulls is not to fall down too much and try to move over that line, blue line right there, and then get over Friday's candle up here. We still have a target up here, thanks to one of our members, Paul, of about 515. So let's go. Let's get that going. Bullish trend is still there. There's no question that the bulls are still in charge. T2123 on Friday's close, 60-minute chart, still looks very bullish down here. Green dots, that's our trading trend right there. The trading trend still looks quite good. So bulls have it yet. And as I look at the chart here, I see no reason why we can't continue that bullish move a little bit. There we go. The bullish move may be sideways before it pops up, but there's nothing here that screams bearishness. Okay, let's look at a few other things. Take FNGU, for instance. Now, this one's a little different, okay? See, we're closer, in fact, I didn't do the math on it. Are we actually below 50% of the previous candle? But look at that. We do have that dark cloud cover. I'm going to say it's awfully close, certainly closer than the SPY. So that gives me a little concern, because if we lose FNGU, the stocks that's in FNGU, then that could cause the market to pull back a little bit. So let's keep an eye on that one. And that might give us a clue if that weakens up. Another thing is, watch the Qs, because that is an absolute 100% dark cloud cover on the Qs, and we have a double top up here. So while this morning the bulls might be trying to flex their muscles a little bit, let's see if they've got enough muscle to actually take us up. But overall, the trend is definitely bullish. IWM is still bullish. It's doing the right thing here. You can see the trend. The trend is still moving up. We've still got some higher highs and higher lows. We have taken out these highs over here, popped up, and now we're testing. Now, we did, come back below. I see that. But immediately right back up there, and we're testing that area. So IWM, let's be careful. Don't fight this thing. If it wants to get bullish, it will. And I know there's an awful lot of people out there long, and I know there's an awful lot of people out there itching, pulling the short trigger. Let the trend tell us. Let the trend tell us what's happening instead of guessing. Not good for your financial health to do that. Let's see, what else? Did I miss anything here? Let's take a look at IYT, the transports. There's absolutely nothing but a great big bullish engine on the transports here. Absolutely a bullish engine. And SMH, as we look at that, this also has a bullish engine in it. We do have, which, the Qs are giving us that dark cloud cover, so we're going to see this. So we just want to watch that a little bit, make sure it doesn't, the dark cloud cover doesn't follow through if you're a bull. And even then, I'm not looking at some great big pullback. I'm just, a little bit of a pullback here. Overall, I still think we get to Paul's 515 up here. However, I am, I would like to think that we have some kind of pullback. That was an ugly pullback, wasn't it? I would like to think we have some kind of pullback, rest up, reset before we run up. And that is not, doesn't have to be there. So anyway, let's take a look at a few charts. For those that are really bulls, whoops, that's not it. BULZ, bulls, bulls. It's leveraged 3 times, so some folks might not want to trade it, but other folks might. And what I like about this chart is the trend. Let's do it this way. Is the trend. The trend is up. Now you can draw your line like that if you want. You go right ahead. I'm going to draw mine like this because what I'm really just showing is the fact that we're moving up, okay? And you see how we jumped down and jumped right back up over the trend indicator and the T line here? I kind of like that idea. I kind of like that setup. It shows conviction on the bull side. So I'm liking what I see here on this chart. Now, one thing is for sure. You've got the possibility, let's make this red here. You've got the possibility of, the whole head shoulder thing. You've got that possibility. But you also have a trend that's still working. So the battle is on. Let's see what happens. Another one, and this is one that's been in the room for a while. One of our members, Joe, pointed this out way back here. Not only did he point it out, he backed it up with buying it. A lot of people in the room bought it. And I know that maybe I know some are still in it. And I know some just simply have traded it. But this PCT here, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart. It is really working out nice. We've crossed over the 50-period moving average. That made it a rounded bottom breakout. Nice, simple highs and lows, highs and lows. It's still working. This chart is developing similarities. Kevin, you're still in it? Way to go, Kevin. This chart is developing similarities to that silk that we talked about last week, which is an absolutely gorgeous chart. Absolutely fabulous chart. Developing a lot of similarities to it. So keep an eye on that. I like that one, PCT. Another one is XOP. Let's see what might come of this. We've got a little, bottom developed here. You can see we've broken out of that downtrend. The trend indicator is green. We're over the 200-period moving average now. We've got a nice flag setting up. Good targets to the upside. An easy way to look for targets is look to the left and go to the highs. Those are a great way maybe to start putting some targets on there. And then after that, maybe you can kind of tune it up a little bit. But just simply go to the left and look at highs. And lows too. If you have a pullback low, like this one right here, I looked at the high, but look at the lows right there. So that creates resistance and support, depends on what side of it you're on. But XOP is looking really good. Here's a little inexpensive, $6 chart. Wish had a big gap up here. Now I think it needs to consolidate, maybe even a little bit more. And I'm not sure that this pullback here is, hurry up and buy. We may need to consolidate another day or two on this. Trend indicator is pretty far down there, so if we consolidate a little bit more, then what's going to happen is trend indicator here is going to walk up a little bit, and that'll put all that closer together, and that's where that might produce a trade. And there's nothing wrong in waiting for it to settle in and then break out. That's also a way to trade it. If you take a look at the weekly chart on this, look at that. That's a good looking weekly chart. We just need to get this gap. Needs to what's the word I want? It needs to settle down a little bit. The gap is still kind of exciting it, and the chart I don't think is ready, but it's worth a watch list. Okay. Some airlines are killing it. American's working good. Delta's working good. Here's United. I don't think I have any others on there, but the airlines are looking pretty good. Here we've rallied up. Well, we've created this little sideways consolidation back and forth. Now we're up over that 200 period moving average. Look at that weekly chart, and you can see what may happen if we hold, about that area, about that 44.90. And let's just come up here, and I'm going to put a line right here, just underneath these lows, and we'll take this big candle right there. So 52 up here and some change. So a little less than 10 bucks on the move here. But United, Steve is pointing out jets. Yeah, the ETF jets. That may be a way, to look at it as well. Here's the daily chart. That might be a way to play it. Absolutely. With, in fact, now that I look at it, that looks fantastic. Let's make sure that's flagged. Looks excellent here. Look at this breakout. And thanks, Steve. This really is nice. And this may be the best way there is to trade the airlines. Here we've broken out, and now we've rallied up. We're not too far at all from that breakout. The trend indicator is working very nice. Watch for your entry in here. Great looking chart. Thank you, Steve. AMD. I still have my eyes on AMD. Last week we talked about AMD, and I had mentioned I'm not going to buy that. The reason I'm not going to buy that is I want it to move up and I want it to pull back, and so far it's done that. And now what I need for it to do is hold, show strength, show support, show that the buyers are still interested in it. One thing to keep in mind is you don't have to be an early buyer to make money. You really don't. What you're, in my opinion, for swing trading, what you're looking for is a swing. Okay, so what you want is that setup, and then the chart or the price action, the buyers to come in here and show you that swing is setting up, and then there's your swing right there. That's your swing. That's boom, swing up here. Okay, so AMD could be setting up. I'm watching that one. Win is one that a lot of people here in the room talked about. I even came close to buying this on Friday and decided, it's Friday. Yeah, let's. I'm going to get a chance Monday. So, so far, good choice. This is a great setup right here. Great setup. Push down, holding the trend indicator below the T line, then pop above the T line, and this is setting up for that swing or the T line run. The T line run is a lot like, pretty much like this, a swing. So say, what you're doing is you swing up, you swing down, and here's what we're looking at. You swing, and this one did pop down a little bit. So, maybe what we should do is, here's another swing, here's a swing. This is the swing that really would have worked right here. Nice candle pattern, and look how that just swings right up. And that's what we're looking for here. That swing right up, right there. And a T-line run is a good way to point that out. I think the last one I have here is Note. Note is a rounded bottom breakout. This is another one like that, PCT and Silk that we looked at, the first couple. Look how that thing is trending up right there. Beautiful. 200 period moving average is the rounded bottom target area or direction. And looks like this still has some room to move on it. So that's pretty much what I have today, this morning. And I will see everybody back at the bottom of the hour. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Take care and trade well this week, okay? We'll see you in about 30 minutes.